everybody, and welcome to Kidwise. Let's go! Yay! Responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what is expected of you. When you are young, you have to be responsible at home as well as at school. And when you get older, more and more responsibilities come. So it is important to learn these responsibilities so you can have more responsibilities when you are older.
And go! Whoa, it's James's team! Oh no! Come on, Jackson's team! Come on! Come on! Go Madison! Go Madison! All right, we got our winner. It's James's team. All right, good job, guys. Woo!
Hi everyone, I'm Soa, and I have an amazing story for you today. It's actually a story Jesus told us when he was on earth, and it will help us learn more about responsibility. While Jesus was on earth, people would crowd around him a lot. Some to hear his teaching, others wanted him to heal them, and others just wanted to keep an eye on him. One day a man in the crowd spoke up. "Teachers," he said, "tell my brother to divide the family property with me." This man wanted more for himself, and he figured Jesus could help him get it. But Jesus, "Friend, who made me judge or empire between you?" Then he said to them, "Watch out, be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." "Friend, who made me judge or empire between you?" Then he said to them, "Watch out, be on your guard against wanting to have more and more things. Life is not made up of how much a person has." To make sure the man in the crowd of people really understood what he meant, Jesus told them a story. I've asked Jackson to help me tell the story with you. There was a rich man who grew grain. We use grain to make things like cereal, bread, pasta, and tortillas. One year, this man's land grew a lot of grain. I'm talking more grain than you've ever seen in your life. This rich man didn't do anything different to make his land grow. His land grew more grain. God provided the sun and water, and God made his grain grow. See, God blessed the rich man with a great harvest. Then the rich man thought to himself, "What should I do?
What should I do?
I don't have any place to store my crops."
I don't have any place to store my crops.
God had given the rich man so much that he didn't have enough space for it all. This gave the rich man an idea. He said,
So,
"Jack, this is what I'll do.
this is what I'll do.
I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones.
I'll tear down my barns and I'll build bigger ones.
I will store my extra grain in them."
I will store my extra grain in them.
Whoa, pause. Let's freeze the scene right here. The rich man had a plan for a very easy life. He figured he'd have everything he ever needed. But was he being responsible with all that extra food that God had given him? What if there were people living by who didn't have enough food to eat? How do you think they might feel about it?
Let's see what God has to say about it. Let's unpause our scene and find out. But God said to him, "You foolish man, tonight I will take your life away from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? That is how it will be for whoever stores things away from themselves, but is not rich in the sight of God."
Are you sure that's what it says? Oh.
I know that's tough, but think about it. God had given the rich man an amazing gift. He had given the man way more than he needed. But the rich man didn't think about how he could use that extra food to help others. Instead, he was greedy and kept it all to himself. Because of this decision, the rich man died and he couldn't enjoy the gift God gave him.
That's how Jesus ended the story. What a sad ending, right? I wonder if things could have been better for the rich man if he made a more responsible decision. This part isn't in the Bible, but I wonder what might have happened if the rich man had chosen to do things differently. What if he thought to himself,
So,
this is what I'll do.
this is what I'll do.
I'll throw a picnic and invite all my friends.
I'll throw a picnic and invite all of my friends.
I'd love to share all of this with them all.
I would love to share all of this with them all.
That's a much better ending, don't you think? If the rich man had made the right choice to share what he had, he could have helped others instead of only thinking about himself. All right, let's go ahead and give the rich man Jackson a hand of applause, ladies. Yay!
Everything we have comes from God. He gives us our house, our families. He gives us our food. He gives us our water when we're thirsty. And it all comes from Him. Jesus' story was very clear to us. God gives us everything, and He wants us to be generous with the things He has given us. So share what you have, and we'll see you next time.